Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. On our last video with RaRa using the Megalight, we received a comment from someone wanting to know if it was possible to do a lighting like this without having a Megalight. So Peter's going to show you kind of similar light with a setup that you could use without having to own a Megalight.
All right, so I've set up a scrim up here and I've got 4 heads shining up onto the scrim to light down. I haven't taken a single shot yet. I've got all the heads at the same power, and I've just got my camera set on my normal settings, which is f8, 160th of a second at 100 ISO. Now I am going to have to do some photoshopping because my scrim is just a fraction too tight with the legs. First I'm doing is just seeing what the power of my lights is. Maybe it come back a touch. Cool. It's quite nice, but it looks a little bit dark. Most likely pull back down a fraction. I'm gonna have to remove all this stuff in Photoshop, but I've gotta be careful. That's a pain in the ass, so I've gotta just make sure I've got enough room. In fact, I might quickly cheat. I don't know how well this is gonna work. So if I lift those legs. All right, do you wanna lay again? I just wanna line you up. I also want to just check. That's better. I've got a clean Photoshop out with that. That's cool. All right, so we're going off on the floor, which doesn't worry me. I don't want to go too much off on the floor. I'm not loving the light on Beck. Yeah, I need to just fix this a little bit. Is going to have to work to the light, but I'm not loving what I've got at the moment. Do you want to shuffle back a bit? Yeah, just so you're just behind the wheels. That's it. Try about there. That's definitely made the shadow under her nose was annoying me a lot. There's still a bit of a shadow, but I'm going to still work on that. With her going back, it's got better. So maybe, can you go back one more? So what I'm doing now is just trying to get a nice light on back. The exposure's fine. The shadow's starting to soften off nicely. So I reckon I need to get my front. In fact, I might drop them all a fraction lower. I'm just dropping both sides down, and I'm going to drop my lights down to make sure I get a nice spread. All right, so we're not overcooking here. I'm happy with the light on Beck's face. I don't want to quite cook this much down here. If I drop the lights a fraction further away from the scrim, it's going to lower the power of each light a little bit. So I'm just trying that to start with. Yeah, that's better. I'll live with that. It's a slight shadow there, but I don't mind that shadow. I quite like. Not gonna get fussy. I'm so used to making little moves to see micro changes. I don't work with that. I think that's giving me the look I want. All right, so let's try and get a nice picture so I can then just do my settings on it. Most likely don't need that much room away from you. As I'm cropping in, yeah, that's gonna pull off a lot of that lens flare. That's now got me in a spot. I'm still not 100% sure the angle I'm gonna shoot on. I'm still crooked on her. I wanna move that spot more there. Let's see if I can do this. Oh, moved it a little bit. Yes, that's fixed that shadow thing up for me. I don't mind it coming off there, I just didn't like it going off there. That's absolutely perfect. All right, give me a good face. Now, are you preferring it up here? Is that easier for you? That's better, cool. Is that comfortable? Yeah, I'd rather me shooting down on Beck in this shot. I'm finding, yeah, I'm definitely prefer shooting from up here. It's so not normally me to shoot down on a woman, but this angle is really, really nice. Just gonna square myself up a little bit more. Cool, yeah. All right, so I want a couple of nice shots, just so I've got one to actually do my finishing. That's really cool. Nice, that's really cool. Cool. That's pretty, that's really pretty. Eyes, that's nice, I like that there. Cool, beautiful, beautiful. Right, I can work on this one. Black and white, of course. Actually liking the default setting. I'll just leave the default as is. I think I'll just double check green. Oh no, I like green better. I'm just pulling a little bit off the high highlights, but then I'm gonna throw some light in the mid. So I wanna just pop up Beck's face a little bit. I also wanna make sure that I keep detail in my blacks. Oh, that's better. So I'm gonna bring some shadow fill in, just so I can get the detail in the blacks with a bit of contrast on it. She's chromier. I'm just trying to get a slightly chromier skin on Beck. It might mean that I have to do a little bit of dodging and burning just to finish this off in Photoshop, but get some protection in. There we go. Yeah, so you'll see how I've got this sort of sort of like a little bit chromier line by putting a heap of shadow fill in. I'm just going to bring that up a touch. You know, I think I'm happy with that. The only thing is I am thinking I might just put a little bit of, yeah, I want that slightly more vignetted. In fact, I'm going to lift Beck up into the center because I'm also going to crop this a little bit different. And I'm liking this sort of vignetting coming down here and a little bit pulling in on the sides. Yeah, cool. Let's just recrop this. Cool. That's really cool. Nice. Cool. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Cool. Cool. So I'm just going to try and see what happens if I just come up a little bit higher. Cool. That's cool. Does that feel easier for you as I'm higher? Or is that more uncomfortable for your neck, or you don't know? That's cool. That's really cool. Cool. Might just finish off with some handhelds. Cool. That's cool. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Nice, nice. Yeah, I think I prefer the height better. We'll come in and just see what we get with some 3/4 shots, so that's cool. Cool. Oh, they're quite nice. And again, I normally don't ever shoot down, but I think because you're lifting your chin up and following a bit, it doesn't have that shoot down feel on it. We'll just see if we can get a nice hero. Cool. Cool, that's really pretty. Cool, that's really pretty. Cool. That's pretty, that's really pretty. Stunning, stunning, stunning. That's really pretty. Cool.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this. If you haven't checked out the Megalight video, I will leave a link to it above my head now.